Okay, there we go. Camera is active. Very, very good. Today is probably going to be one of those more boring-ish streams because there's not going to be much actual gameplay. We'll see. But I guess we'll see what happens this time around today. Also, I completely forgotten to announce I was doing a stream this week on my Mastodon. Whoops, my bad. Happens. So I guess let's get started here. Hello everyone, welcome back to some Playdate shenanigans. This week we're going to be starting to tackle some more of the complex things. I believe this week we're lined up to do some saving and loading configurations. So that'll be interesting, so we can finally remove some hard-coded values from our code base, which will be nice. So let's kind of see what we have lined up for us. Now, fair warning, for a while we've been using the discovery tree to show the progress of what we're doing. Then now we're kind of starting to get to a point where it may make more sense to just kind of use a more simple ticketing system. So I'm going to quickly show you what that looks like today. You might have seen it when I was doing stuff with the main window there, but we'll get to the main window in a second. So I'm going to go to the easel here. So this is U-Track. For folks that are not familiar with the service, it is a project management tool. If you're familiar with Jira, it works very similarly. It's made by the same company that makes other products such as IntelliJ, PyCharm, Kotlin, so JetBrains. I've used their service for years personally, though I had a brief stint with Linear. That ended a week or two ago because I discovered that they added some additional limitations in that I could only have 2 projects open. Not great. Then again, the way they do things, like they think like it's based on like teams rather than projects, and it was just a weird way of going about it. So, didn't quite work. But I've had this instance of U-Track open for years. You can actually quite see that because like if I were to go everything, you could see just all these issues that I have. Besides the ones that I obviously like imported, and you can see some older ones in here from like GitHub issues from when I was doing work on my very first game. This doesn't show everything though because I have a lot of other projects that are backlogged. So we'll go back to the Agile board here. I know it says it's an Agile board, but we're not doing Agile here. We're just doing a simple Kanban thing of just 3 columns, the to-do, in progress, done. So what we're looking at today is we're going to be looking at this first one, known as... Sorry, that opened up in a separate window. There we go. So this is what we're looking at today. So save and load level configurations, right? Because in the original version of the game, we just did a simple JSON file in which each level was defined as a JSON object with just 2 properties in it. So ideally, we should have the same thing, except just using either Cuddly or just leveraging the built-in JSON utilities in Playdate to handle that. So I'm hoping we can try going the Cuddly route instead and just see how that goes. There are a couple of other items in here that you don't need to worry about. That's just administrative management stuff. There are also a couple of other items that we have here, such as that crank indicator that we've been talking about for a long while, and then an actual issue for talking about like displaying the number of boxes. I don't know if I'm still waiting for the string stuff to get in per the newest thing, or whether I should just actually raw dog it and just dynamically allocate the string myself. We'll figure that out at some point. Now, mine, let's get started with this. So in here, I do mention that we can use the cCuddle package and then just kind of build this into Swift. So that's the first thing that we're going to try doing is try getting that to run. Which means we're probably going to have to make some additions to the make file since we're going to have to add a new package, and it's a whole process, but we'll see how this goes. So let's go back to the main window now. So you can see here, I have switched over to IntelliJ from VS Code. This is just kind of an experiment to see how this works out. I think it should be okay, but we'll see. Can we put this to like 110% so it's more visible? Yeah, that works. Okay. So you can see I've already created this PR config, which just contains the configuration and then a levels property, and then inside here we'll have our levels. Fairly straightforward. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is to actually start by getting the package into here. So we'll need to start playing around with dependencies. So first thing, I probably want to do this as a Git submodule rather than as a separate package, because I think cCuddle is trying to work on a newer version of Cuddle that I am not prepared to use yet. So we'll have to take a look at that. Also, you can see here, oh, before it just closed itself, you can see here that we also have that same utrack information available to us down here. Oh, I guess it just goes away whenever you resize it. That's very strange. Okay. So first, let's go ahead and grab ourselves cCuddle. Thank you. It got confused. Yeah, bomb is equivalent to white space in Cuddle version 1. Okay, so Cuddle v2 is on a separate branch, it looks like. Okay, so we can probably tag here. So we just want 012. That's fine. So we can either git clone that, or it might be easier just to, oh, you know what, no. Don't do it this way, because I would have to do some weird mumbo jumbo with, with WSL, so we'll might as well just do it here. wget. Cool. 0, 1, 2 tar gz to cuddle.tar.gz just to make it easier. So I guess we'll just need to make a new directory for this, right? Okay, dir sources cuddle. That should show up in our list. Yeah, right there. So then we're just gonna tar cuddle into. You know what? I'm just gonna do this real quick. Okay, so we have a cCuddle thing. So we're gonna want this to be in sources cuddle instead. And that should appear right there. Okay, cool. So now I need to remember how we actually do this. So the first thing we're probably going to want to declare is we're going to make a library name Cuddle targets Cuddle. I don't think we're going to need to do the same thing like we did for target name Cuddle. Swift settings. That much I know. There are going to be some other things we want to exclude. Assuming I'm doing this correctly. We'll see. Bindings. And then tests. We don't want that to be compiled. I just want to see what happens when we do this. Does that actually compile? Build, release. Okay, there is a cuddle.build. So that looks promising. That right there looks promising. So cool. And I think in here, we're probably just going to need to do the same thing too, right? Charlotte. Cuddle. Okay. So I guess as a test, let's just, I don't know. In our package resolved, in our init function, one moment, we're going to need to view the docs, because I forgot how you're supposed to do this. libcuddle, the ccuddle API. Yes. Cuddle string, I thought there was a, yeah, cuddle string from cstring. Okay. Let's do that. So, oh, is this gonna work? Because it needs to be a C string, not a... Okay. Well, part of the problem here is that I'm not getting my auto-completions, which may be messing things up. So it's a good thing that we're just doing that as an experiment. And I think the reason why it keeps screaming is because of the fact that it doesn't recognize the... Oh, are the settings between... That's fun. Okay. So let's try this. Okay. Import Cuddle. just gonna do just to make sure that the LSP understands what it's doing. No such module. Cuddle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh. Guys, I opened the wrong one. Right, because one of the challenges I realized is, yeah, so one of the things I actually realized about this was, real developer package resolved. Thank you. So one of the challenges I actually realized when doing things with IntelliJ is that it does not recognize symbolic links. So I had to copy the project into, yeah, there we go. Now Cuddle appears. So I had to actually do something different entirely. And just copy the folder over. Swift build C release. Okay, well, so we do have that. So what? Oh, we can get rid of the tar.gz now that we unzipped everything. Why do you not want to... Okay. Restart LSP server, maybe. Go to definition? No? Cannot find in scope. So do you not recognize... Bindings, tests... Oh. I mean, I should be able to say, like... I'm getting no autocomplete. What? Hold up. Something's going on here. Interesting. What? Is this import statement really throwing things off? This is lovely. Really? Okay. How? Ah. Ah. Yeah, that would do it, I think. Home. LS. Here. That would explain a lot. No? What do you want from me? This is makefile. I want Swift. Failed to find user bin LLDB What? What does that mean? Is this gonna be the end of me? Source LSP kit setup. Error stopping the server timed out. No. Okay. One moment. Come back, camera. Thank you. Nothing like dealing with a broken toolchain. I must have fudged something up when I did specific things in moving over the drive. But now this should be working, so we should be a-okay. Because if I do self, now we're starting to see all these other things. So we should be able to now see all of this, right? Yeah, okay. So let's say let static string, well, a static string of hello world, right? Static string dot. We do have with UTF-8 buffer. Buffer in. So I want to see if we can use this to our advantage. Let cuddle string equal cuddle string from C string. Can we pass buffer in? We're just going to see if this does anything. And then we'll playdate console log. I don't think this will work. Yeah, no. But we'll see if this even runs. Because if it runs, we should be able to determine home no such file or directory. Why is that? Did we boo-boo? Did we boo-boo somewhere? Which Swift? One moment. Yeah, let's not goof off this time. Could not find. Oh. Ha! That would help. Error cannot convert value of type unsafe buffer pointer uint8 to expected type unsafe pointer cchar. I'm guessing it's because this is a with UTF-8 buffer. Right. Do we have C string at our disposal? No, we do not. I think this probably has to deal with the fact that we don't support dynamic strings. Create a string parser? No, we don't want a string parser. Cuddle, create... read function. No. Maybe it is this. I don't know. Init data. Unsafe pointer to cchar. With no, static string dot Unicode scalar UTF-8 start. That's a unsafe pointer to uint8. Okay. Or there may be something in buffer we can use. Buffer dot let cuddle string equal cuddle string from C string. Cchar in this case is just uint8, so I think we can say static string dot utf8 start. Yep, okay. If cuddle string dot length is not equal to 0, then we're going to playdate console, no, system, log. We got here. Or actually, wait a minute. There's another unsafe pointer to Cchar. Ah. Data. So we can at least log it. So let's run a build again. Okay, no errors this time, which is good. Now the next thing is to see whether we can actually get this to make. I'm going to guess that this is going to fail. What did I know? So we just need to update the make file, I believe. So we just need to point to all the util, or so the src, not the utils though, and then the includes as well. So let's do that. Maybe I don't even need to do that. I don't know. We'll find out. Make file. Build example Swift object. Wait, we don't need to worry about this part. It's this part that we want to start doing things for. So build modules, cuddle device.o, sources cuddle dot c, C sim compiler? Yeah. Okay, so it would be sim compiler, I think. Or I mean, we could try to see how this works. I don't think this will do much for me, though. Right. I was still in normal mode. Okay, fine. How about really? Works for me. Ah! Stop doing that. Okay. Okay, you decided to work that time. Go figure. Build modules cuddle device.o, and then build modules cuddle simulator.o. Good gravy. Okay. Almost goofed myself. Okay. Try again. No rule to make target sources cuddle C. Error unexpected input file. I figured as much. So we're going to need to call the real compiler. That's what I'm looking at. So that's fine. So I think for you, we can just say sim compiler and then C flags. Do we need the Swift flag simulator? No, we could just use C flags simulator here. I don't know if these options will work. We'll see. No such file or directory package resolved simulator.o. What? No such file or directory. Build package resolved simulator.o. Now, why is that? Is it coming from you? Oh, I think we also need to include the thing for that, yeah. C flags plus equals I sources cuddle include. Build package resolve simulator. Sources emit module. Oh. Maybe this emit module property does not work. No? Oh no. Error. Emit module. Linker input unused. So this doesn't work. No such file or directory. Interesting. I sources cuddle include. Yep, that's correct. Build modules. Cuddle simulator. No such file or directory. Build package resolved. Cannot specify O when generating multiple output files. Didn't quite like that. Do you not need that part either? No. So don't get rid of that. No such file or directory. That's spooky. Why are you trying to do that when we haven't even done the rest? Let's check before we do anything just yet. No, let's make target needed by this stop. Oops. Okay, well, I don't think that's the problem. Sources, device. Can do that just to be safe. Hmm. Do we not want to use the C flags? That might be part of it. Okay. Let's try just dropping C flags to see what happens. No. You did not like that. So all this stuff for Charlotte. Nothing for Playdate kit, which I find interesting. Because we haven't gotten to that point yet, looks like. Okay, interesting. Sim compiler plus equals build packages result. Oh, is that where the issue is coming from here? So we want to pass, so I guess we just want to pass ceiling here then, right? Fuse LD is LD. Make. Ooh. No, you're still doing funny things. Still only building Charlotte. We haven't even gotten past... Okay. Maybe if we swap the order around first. Try that. No rule to make a target needed by... Learn how to spell, me. Fatal error. We're getting somewhere. Okay. Include cuddle common H file not found. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Oh, did I forget? Yeah. No such module cuddle. I wasn't prepared for this. So let's take a look. Charlotte Playdate kit, but no cup. Very interesting. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna stop with the shenanigans there. I'm gonna open up UTrack once more. I'm just gonna note this down so that way next time we don't forget. Right here. Okay, why did you decide to do that? Being a little edgy. Okay. Cancel. Okay, so adding... Having some difficulty building this module while the C-lang will happily build cuddle cuddle. It will not create a module file that Swift needs to import itself as a module. More research on this should be done. Okay. So we're going to leave that comment there so that way future me can come to that. Because that would be sucky if we cannot get this working correctly. Crikey. Ugh. But yeah, so hopefully we're fine. Yeah, didn't get that far. But I mean, at least on the Swift building side, it's fine. It's just the make file that's getting all weird for some reason. which I think we can forgive. So hopefully next week we can actually get this figured out. That in mind, for anyone that's interested on what is going on, I will drop this link in the chat as well. But there is the link to our actual issues board here, so you can actually go through and see what we're looking at. If you like watching me struggle with C and Swift things for the Playdate, be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe for more weird. Whoa, I hit the wrong button. More Swift and C shenanigans. Because we'll probably continue the cuddle stuff next week, or the next time that I stream. You can also hit the little notify me button on the latest live stream as soon as I post it, so that way you can get notified when I start streaming. Yeah, and I think that does it for today. So, take care, everyone.